Hello and welcome to another tutorial training on graphic designing, and we are continuing the flyer design. So today I would want us to work on an empty Canva or an empty um, a blank space. So we're still working on flyer, so we clicked on the flyer option on Canva. So it opens, and we are not choosing any templates to customize. We are just designing from scratch. So we would design this first. This is for a friend, which we'll be designing this. So from scratch, we'll not pick any templates. We just design this. So yeah. Okay, so now let's start. So when we look at it, I think it has two colors, and it has a font, and then it has its logo, and then it has an image with some shapes behind it. So first things first, I think we would have to sorry about that. I think we would have to change the background color, which you come here to change the background color. So you select the background, you see it's already selected, and then you change the color. So I think we should get something deeper. Yeah, well, I think I'll maintain this. Now you can see some kind of background. It's actually an element. So come, and then we come to our elements, and when I go to my recent, it's already here. I've already used it. It's actually free, so you can click and then it drops, but you can look for it in the elements. You come to graphs, and then you see more of graphs. So then there are a lot. So when it comes, you come to magic recommendations, and when you see all, you should be able to scroll down to see this particular one. And if you don't see this particular one, you can use anyone you think will work. So yes, so now let me position it well to fill the page, or to fill my working space, which I think it's okay, but it's not. See, it's a little faint, so we just have to reduce the opacity, or we just have to reduce the transparency level. I think that's okay. I think that's okay. So secondly, we would have to put the logo, and I intentionally put a white background for the logo to be on, because the background is deep, and the logo also has some blue inside. So when this is on that, it will create some kind of, sorry about that, it will create some kind of distortion. I don't want that, but I want it on the plain background so that it will be very visible. So then I import this element, which you come to element, and you don't even have to look for it. It's just here. It's one of the first things at lines and shapes. And one advantage about this element is the fact that you can shape it to anything you'd want, or any size you'd want. So let me just leave it here like that, and let me just bring the logo here. So in our previous tutorials, we learned how to import files, or how to import pictures. So you can import the picture. I already have it here, so I didn't want to import it again. So now I've inserted my logo, and I think let me push it to the top a little, so I can select all, so that it can be easier for me to work on them, and I can also group them, since I wanted them to behave as one. So see, I've grouped them, so now they are one. I can move them about as I please, and also resize as I want. So now we'll come, and then we put this font here. So for this font, I know, remember, we'll come to text, and then there are some options available. I want us to choose the action one. So when it comes, you click on it, and then it comes. Now when it comes, I know you remember there's font style, there's font size, font color, bolding, italize, underline, and uppercase or lowercase. Now align, bulletin, and line spacing. So I want us to change the color of this to the logo, the gold in the logo. Now with Canva, one thing I've already mentioned this, but one thing I like about Canva is the fact that when I import an image, it suggests the colors of that image, so I don't have to guess. I just come, and then you see the logo is here, which is this that I imported, and it's giving me the colors in that particular logo. So I just choose the one I want, and now I resize it and then take it up a little. I think I still have to reduce it a little so it fits. So it says will look good, feel good, so I can type look good and feel good. Now don't worry about this, we just have to resize the text box, and I think it's looking good. I think, yeah, we're on track. So now what we are doing here, or what we'll do here, is a minute, let me. So now I would want us to create this, and this is actually, there are different elements, and I grouped them together. I created them and I grouped them together. So now let's start, with this background. So sorry, let me check something real quick. Okay, so now with this picture, like I said, there are different elements, and then I created them. So what we'll do is that either I insert this image first before creating the round stuff behind it, or I can create the round stuff first. So now I come and then insert my round stuff, and I think it already has the color I would have chosen. So let me increase the size a bit. Now I select it again, and then you see there's duplicate, delete, and then more options. So I just duplicate it. I don't have to come and reinsert it here, so I duplicate it. So now look at this trick. When you come here, you see the color of this particular shape, and then when you choose this border style, so now I would increase the border style, and you realize it's having a border, so when I choose this border style, I would change the default color of black to white, and then come back to the color, and you see this option. This is actually not, or would not give that particular element any color inside, so it will not fill inside with any color. So look at this. So you see the color is gone, so it's transparent, yet I have the border color. So now I insert it how I want. Let me look at this. Okay, I think it's looking similar. So let me just, so I can duplicate this. You can also come and insert, but I think I like duplicating it. And you know, everything has its advantage and disadvantage. You realize when I want to duplicate, there was a layer on top of it, so I had to move the layer, and it's a little risky. So you know, you do what you think would help you. So let me go forward and then also do this ring thing. So also duplicate the same one, go do the same thing here. I think that's okay. And then still choose, oh no, yes, this, and then I choose white. Okay, so you see it's a bit transparent, so I choose a transparency and increase it a bit, and yeah, so yes, now I think it's beginning to look similar, it's beginning to take shape. So I create my third round element. I can insert, resize. Okay, resize. I think I like it where it is, so I duplicate and also do that, but this time around I didn't use white for the border, I used red. So just choose red straight from here. Oh no, sorry, not this, the border, and then I used red. Now it's looking thicker than that, and a little faint, so a little thicker and a little faint. And here I've created the background that I want to put my image on it. So again, you realize I grouped it, and let me just copy this image. This is actually an image without a background. So when you're searching for an image without a background, you type something like so African wear without a background. So you come to images, and yes, there's some, I think, yes, there's some of them that don't have a background, and I think this one doesn't have. So again, you can copy and you can choose also to save. So let me just bring this, so I'm copying it here straight and then pasting. So now it comes and I position how I want. Now I select all elements because I want them to behave as one. So I'll select all elements and then group them. So now I can move them anyhow I want. So now I think it's looking good. So I resize a bit, and yeah, let me ungroup and then show you a trick. You know, this image I inserted, I can actually edit the image. Probably it is low quality, or I want to increase the brightness a bit, so I do my adjustments here, and you know, I saturated it a little and then increase the contrast a bit. Yes, so that's what I wanted us to see. So I select again and then group, so I can have them moving about as one element. Okay, so let me arrange some few things. Okay, I think I like this. Now come here. The name is ear clothing, so your ear clothing, your one-stop shop for your quality fabrics and timeless designs, classic African wears. And then there's a number, and then there's social media handles, and then there are other elements around. So let's insert some of those elements. So just like how we did the background, we insert a round object, take it a little, hide it a bit, and then we use this color. So come to the color and you choose, and I use this, the color in this, which is giving me the suggestion here. So I choose this and then reduce it just a bit and duplicate, and then create a ring with the duplicate. So and the color of the ring should be white, something like this. It doesn't have to look the same. I'm choosing, I think here I chose yellow, but I want to use white here. Again, it doesn't have to look the same. I always try to make a design look just a little different from what I'm copying from. Yes, I did this, but I wouldn't want it to look exactly like that. So now I think we are moving forward. Feel free to pause as and when I'm going too fast to also catch up. So now let's insert this. Now there's a trick I normally use. So come to element. Now there's a trick I normally use. You see graphs and then come to all graphs, and let's pick magic recommendations. We select all. Okay, I think what I'm looking for is not here. Let me look for it. Okay. Sorry about that. Let me look for. It's actually here. I wouldn't want to use it straightforward, but for the sake of time, let me just use it. It's just here. So let me insert this, and now I put it at the corner. So if you look here, you see all the 4 colors that are in this, but when you look here, there's a trick I want you to see. You see, normally when you're inserting an element, right, and then you see the crown on it, or you see the pro on it, meaning it's for sale, right? But here's a trick I do. I will use this element regardless there being a watermark of Canva on it, because it doesn't have any background. Usually when an element doesn't have background, and normally the watermark of Canva that is for sale normally doesn't appear well. So I'll still use it and then reduce the transparency, so it will still not be visible to the you just have to really pay attention to actually see. You can see the C here, so I'll just change that to white and then it blends. Then I change the other ones to whichever color I think it's good. Let me choose black. Oh no, let me choose this blue. And then the last one, let me choose this yellow, and I think it looks good. I think it looks good. So now let's type this. So then we come to text, and then we insert a text box, and then we type. Let me reduce the font size a bit, or probably move this a bit away, and then bring it. So it says what ear clothing. Let me just copy the text here. So yeah, I'm a lazy typist. I don't like typing. So yes, and there's an issue. Just the ear clothing was gold, and the other ones was white. So you can come and then select the text you want and then make it white and reduce the font size. So no, let me just increase. Okay, so let me show you a trick also. You see, I don't like the spacing between the lines. There are too many spaces between the line for me, as in from this line to this line. The space in between, I don't like it. So just select the group of text I want to edit, and then I come here, spacing, and there's line spacing. So I reduce the line spacing a bit, and well, I would want to maintain this. And so we come and then create this. So classic African wear. I copy the text, and I come and insert. I don't know why I like using this particular element. I really love using it. So reshape it, and it was gold. So let me just change the color. Again, I chose the color from the logo, and then let me just duplicate the text. So it says, and okay, it looks good, but let me just reduce the font size and then position it inside the box. Let me reduce the font size a bit. So this needs to move away a bit, and I think, yeah, so just put the contact details. Let me do the social media handles, and so you just search for Facebook icon, and then you insert whichever one you think. Again, anything you see pro on is for sale, and there are other ones which are not for sale. So let me change this element color to white, and then come back to the Facebook element logo. So can insert this, then resize, and then position it. So let me zoom in a little to get some details. So on my computer, I did control, and then on my holding down the control on my mouse, I scrolled up to zoom in. Now let me show you this. I think you can see the Canva stuff. So that's why I would not want to draw attention to it, so it doesn't have to be bold, and that is if only I still want to use the elements. It doesn't have to be bold, and it doesn't have to be at a place you can see like at first glance. So that's why I hid it here, and you have to zoom. You see, I zoomed in before you could see this lines inside, and then you see the C we changed the C's color that we had to change this whole thing to white so that the C would fade a little. Now then you come and then you would choose Instagram icon logo. You click to insert, you resize. Let me zoom out and resize, zoom in back, and again alignment. And this is one trick I also do. Normally, you see when you're resizing, the size, I don't know if you can see the black pop-up stuff. It's giving you the size of the logo you are trying to resize. So sometimes when I'm working I don't keep the size in mind. So maybe I go to do something else and I come back to doing this social media handle. So what I normally do is this is the first thing I inserted. I can come and then check the size, try to resize, and then get a size. So this is 999, and then probably resize it a little closer, a little close. I think let's just leave it at so we can get the size. Or better still, when I resize, let's say this is the size I resize to, I put it over it and then try to resize, so then it gives me an idea. So I think this looks almost the same, just because they are not the same size. Facebook is actually, you see, it's round and a little bigger, so it fits in. I think it fits in. So then I just bring it a little further, and you see alignment. You see it was drawing a line to show that it is aligned. So if I'm okay, I drop it. Now let me zoom out, and then I like recycling stuff. I don't like picking new things. If I've already used it, I'll just come and recycle it. Select, drag, and let me change the font color to black. Let me just change it to black, and then type Iya. Iya clothing, and I'm done with my social media handle. Now if there's a website, I'll add a website, but there is no website. Again, you have to alignment. I don't know if you see 45, so meaning the space between Instagram and Iya, the E, the first letter, 45, so meaning they are equally spaced. So I can continue. So I'll have to insert an element for the contact. Again, I don't know why I like using this very element. I don't know why. So let me just change the color to white. I think that was oh, there's no color, there's no element. So well, let me see if I can keep it. I think I can keep it. So I recycle again. I think I can bolden this. Let me bolden it. Yes. And please, not every font style can have these properties. Some font styles can't have. So let's choose this font style, and you realize this this option is no more available for this particular font style. So it's not every font style that you can bolden or italize. So let me just undo, and then just come and copy the numbers. Control A to select all within the particular text box. Control C to copy. I select the text I want to delete, and then just do Control V over it, and then it pastes. So just alignment. So let me bring it. Yes, this is aligned, and then let me. So if I'm doing this, then I think I have to increase the font size. Here it's aligned, and then insert a core a call icon. So you just insert a call icon, resize, and I think, yeah. So yeah, we just created this and from scratch using Canva. And you just have to be creative, and again, you just have to be practicing. That's one way you can learn. I did a lot of try and error. There are days that I can sometimes be even indecisive on a particular color, and I would have to try a lot of things. Sometimes I would have to Google the colors that blends with those colors, or the particular color I'm using. Just trying to figure something out that works. And never be afraid to make mistakes, because that is when you would learn. If you're afraid to make mistakes, then I'm sorry, how do we learn? So keep trying, keep you know making mistakes. Yes, I want you to make mistakes, keep making mistakes, and then learning from the mistakes, being creative. Always, any flyer you see, try as much as possible to design it in your own way. So that's another way also to learn. So thank you very much for joining me, and yeah, I think this is a beautiful flyer. Just something simple, and I think my friend will be happy I did something simple like this for her. So thank you very much, and then have a wonderful day.